Hello. So it's a sad day. It's a sad day in my life, and I'm sure in Monique's as well. She told me just now that... Oh, and by the way, we're down here at the site. We haven't been here in a while. And it's just as beautiful as ever. We'll do a little pan around these lovely grounds, because I really can't think of a nicer, more private, more bucolic area, at least in this immediate vicinity, in the downtown San Jose area. It's really beautiful here, and that's why we come, and that's why we have recorded a little bit of footage down here, and that's why we're back here today. It's relaxing, and it helps us process the changes that are occurring. What with Liberty still being in the custody of whoever takes care of her in Arizona, under the auspices of the Arizona Department of Child Safety, and a hearing impending coming up in 7 or 10 days that may be decisive in terms of what options are left and what actions are taken by that authority. And it could be ugly, it could be unfortunate for Liberty, most importantly, and for us, Monique and I, because I sincerely believe, I know for a fact, that we are great parents and that we would do a great job raising our daughter, at least as good a job as anybody else could do. And I tend to think a better job than anybody else could do. I love that little girl, and I'm sure that if we were allowed to, which there's still a chance, if we were allowed to participate in her upbringing, it would be a beautiful thing. But the latest news, as this, you could call it unfortunate, it may be a turn for the better, who knows, but the unit in which Monique lives has been placed up for sale and is apparently scheduled to be sold within the next 90 days. And I was just there, and Monique, I guess, got this news this morning. She's packing, looking very... the feeling wasn't chipper, put it that way. So I decided to come down and do a little meditating at the site, and we're here, and you are there. And she's scheduled to go to Arizona in a few days for the hearing on the 15th. Today's the 6th of December. And I'm going to write something, and I'm going to assemble what documents I can that show that any allegations of abuse, come on, are false. And I may have drank alcohol around Liberty, but I wasn't a danger to her, and I was always kind and tender and conscientious with my daughter, just like Monique is. I thought, and still think, that Monique could be the nuts and bolts, in charge of the nuts and bolts of raising a daughter, and that I would be the teacher and the experience and strength and wisdom and that I bring to the table are considerable, and the idea that based on nothing really except for Monique's very strange family's assertions about her unfitness as a mother, based on essentially nothing, that the Arizona authorities would remove her from us is astounding, especially in light of the fact that Monique has spent most of this year living in Arizona, living alone in an area that she's unfamiliar with, where she has no real social support, just so that she could have twice weekly visitation with Liberty. And I think that shows amazing dedication and diligence on her part, and it's admirable. And the fact that my mother helped support her financially to do that is admirable as well. But that phase of our effort to get our daughter back has apparently come to an end. And it's sad. However, the court may decide to set a date to reunify Liberty with her mother. If I were the judge, that is the decision that I would make. And I continue to be hopeful that that is the decision that will be made. So, till then, our fingers are crossed.